might have moved in.
How have you been here, Sark?
I lost track 3 days ago.
You should have noticed.
Is there any way? Hey, is there any way we could turn these lights down?
Well, you know, we're actually taping the show right now, dude.
All right.
I know we have the good monitor, but you know, it's our show.
Oh, this TV is so much better than mine.
It is kind of sweet. 103. I know. It's awesome.
Where did you get the chair from?
I made it in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. It's nice to know that you're crafty. Okay. Hello and welcome to X-Play. Shh. TV's most watched video game show. I'm Adam Sessler.
And I'm Morgan Webb. We're coming to you from the G4 studios in Los Angeles. Yes, the G4 dorm room apparently. Coming up, we've got the game that rocked last year's E3. Final Fantasy XIII is coming to the Xbox 360. And get ready to see the new trailer.
Plus, Tomb Raider is returning to movie theaters. We've got the scoop on who might be the next Lara Croft. You don't want to miss this.
And of course, we're going hands-on with Killzone 2. Mr. Sark has played through the PS3 shooter. He's going to walk us through the brutal firefight in our hands-on preview.
And all those wasted hours on the internet have paid off. We found a unique take on Assteroidz, and it's Diamond Dave approved.
But first, it is trailer time.
Now, Square Enix says that Final Fantasy XIII might be out in Japan by the end of the year.
But it won't be out in the States until 2010. But in the meantime, all we can do is watch previews and, you know, wonder what the hell's going on.
Yeah. Please explain it to me if you can. Here's the latest one.
13日が世界の終わりの始まりだった。
武士の使命っつうのはああしろこうしろって言葉ではっきり説明されるわけじゃねえんだ。
使命がわからなければ果たしようもない。
もう見たと思う。
安心しろ。アルスに追放なんてさせない。俺らがどうにかするから。俺たちも手伝うぞ。
そうだ、このまま黙ってられるか。
分かった。戦えるやつは手を貸してくれ。敵は国運政府。しかも恐怖の最高だ。
何が恐怖よ。あたしらノラの敵じゃないよ。
セラだ。セラが助けてくれたんだ。
ふざけるな。いいか、セラはお前のせいでルシの力だ。ハルシに呪われたんだ。ルシにされたんだよ。
Well, if you like your games with more shooting than drama, look over here. We have an alternative. Adam and Mr. Sark are here with Killzone 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we show that Final Fantasy XIII trailer? I got too busy, drawing crazy googly-eyed people. You know, sometimes I get distracted.
It looks inappropriate.
Yeah. So, well, Mr. Sark, welcome back. Obviously, you've been playing Killzone 2 on our set. Do you have a home?
Well, I lease. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Just want to check on that. You should go visit it. Now, let's talk about single player. What is your impression of the game? Not so much your evaluation, but what can people expect from the single player of Killzone?
Yeah, you know what I found with Killzone single player so far is think COD. They've obviously drawn some inspiration from Call of Duty. You can even see it, not having played it, you can see that with shouldering the gun and the running and the sense of weight.
And all the enemies on screen. I mean, it looks like it's really focused on like really intense combat situations.
Yeah, it's like COD, it's also, attempting to get a very cinematic feel to all these encounters. So, you run around a corner and it's a giant battle has, begun. And
now, how quickly does it get into these battles? Like, is there much preamble that we can expect, or are we just fighting right away?
No, zero preamble. Right from it's like skins versus gas masks right out of the gate.
Cool.
Yeah, no history. If you want to learn about Killzone history, look it up online, because you're not going to learn it at the beginning of this game.
Now, one of the things is, people mentioned the cover system in the game. How essential is that cover to getting through some of these tougher firefights?
It's useful. It's not essential. You can still play this game like COD, but I wouldn't put it in a cover game genre like Gears.
Right.
It's not trying to be Gears at all. This is much more of a Call of Duty feel to it.
And you and I were both talking about this earlier, how there's some people out there that say, like, I haven't seen anyone jump yet in the game. Is there any jumping in the game?
Yeah.
Can you jump in Killzone 2?
You can jump in Killzone 2. Again, it's similar to a COD jump as opposed to a Halo jump, but you can. I was looking online trying to find some questions we can answer here. Most of them involve spoilers, which we can't discuss. But yes, you can jump.
Jumping, cover, and the lots of action. But all of that is kind of meaningless without those implements of death. How many weapons are there in the game? I mean, we don't have a specific number, but what's it like?
There is a wide variety of things to murder with in this weapon, in this game. Sorry. My personal favorite, definitely the bolt gun. When you get the bolt gun, it's just sweet release.
Now, I gotta say, the flamethrower is very impressive, if only for its physics.
Yeah, it's great, and the enemy reaction to once you set them alight is very pleasurable.
Now, those enemy reactions tie into just how neat this game looks. I mean, it really is gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. One of the things we've talked about before is how well the environments look and react to your interaction, including shooting them up and knocking pillars over and pieces of corrugated metal falling off.
Really it's awesome. Now, with that, there's also multiplayer coming. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Right. Mr. Sark, thanks for stopping by. Get off the set this evening. All right, with that, let's head over to Blair Herder. He's got the latest news and the gaming update.
First up, call all of your overseas relatives and tell them to move to Cologne, Germany, and then expect to apologize a lot after that. This year's Leipzig Games Convention has officially been canceled and will be replaced by an event called Games Convention Online. This newly announced event is expected to be much smaller in size and will focus on browser, client, and mobile games. Europe's former premier video game trade show will be replaced by a new event called Gamescom that will take place August 19th through the 23rd in Cologne, Germany. Now, while you won't see us at the mobile event, XPlay will definitely be in Cologne with complete coverage. Next up, Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning is getting fatter. Developer Mythic Entertainment has announced plans for a new live expansion titled Call to Arms. This new 3-month-long update will add 2 new careers, the Orc Choppa and the Dwarf Slayer, along with new in-game live events and a new dungeon zone called the Land of the Dead. And best of all, the Call to Arms update will allow gamers to download a free trial version of the game. That's it for today's gaming update. For the latest news, be sure to check out our website, g4tv.com/xplay. But now let's send it back over to Adam and Morgan for some breaking movie news.
Ooh,
breaking.
Do that.
Thanks, Blair. Though it hasn't even been a decade since the last Tomb Raider film, it seems Hollywood thinks it's time for the series to receive a reboot.
Yeah, Warner Brothers, who recently acquired the rights from Eidos, have expressed interest in replacing star Angelina Jolie.
They want to attract a new audience, and the brain trust at XPlay has some casting ideas. Here's who we think should fill Lara's shorts.
All right, if they're looking to attract the tweener crowd, which are very, very important, they came in droves to watch that Twilight flick, might we suggest casting High School Musical star Vanessa Hudgens as the treasure hunter?
Or better yet, since the head of the studio has allegedly had misgivings about casting females in lead roles, how about Zac Efron?
Ooh.
Actually, he looks more feminine than, but if there's a Final Fantasy movie, he's actually going to be definitely a perfect fit.
Or if you're looking for Oscar bait, why not go after Mickey Rourke, turning the story of a beaten-down drug-addicted Laura into one of redemption?
Oh, that's nice.
Plus, this would give us a reason not to stare at Rourke's surgically enhanced mug.
Or you can just do the only thing that's proven to make money these days, let Tyler Perry take over. I think this series could benefit from some cross-dressing. Just no high kicks, Tyler, please.
Yes, great. I knew this is going to be in my head all week.
You're welcome.
Stick around. X-Play will be back with more right after this.
Coming up on X-Play, cruise along with Wraithblood in his travels through the Chaos Lands. It's our Warhammer Online tourist guide. Find out all the can't-miss destinations. Plus, dance like the wind upon the wings of a... Ah, the hell with it. The PS3 exclusive Flower is sure pretty, and we have a preview. All this and more. Don't move.
Welcome back to X-Play. Now, contrary to popular belief, not every game that we like has to be in 1080p with online multiplayer and made by Microsoft to be any good. Sometimes you just need a little Van Halen and a laptop. Case in point, Diamond Dave Edition Assteroidz. And yes, that is spelled exactly like it sounds. All right, so Adam, Morgan, I know that you guys don't really ever open emails that I forward you, with good reason. I get a little weird sometimes, but I sent you this, you guys open it up. What do you think of the game?
I haven't played Assteroidz in a long time, but you add in, you know, Diamond Dave, and I'm a little bit happier there.
Yeah, your ship is actually cut out of Diamond Dave.
I know.
Which
It's
is,
just,
you know.
It's really cool. Plus, you know, you get to see Eddie Van Halen come in and you shoot him. And then, if you're lucky, Sammy Hagar shows up and you really shoot him, you know, like right now. Van Halen.
Oh, I like it. We should have put words on the screen.
funny,
We should have put words. That was good.
Yeah.
It's actually a passable version of Assteroidz.
Yeah, I know. And what I really like, were like all the sounds are David Lee Roth's voice.
Yes.
That's just like, it's all the whoops and the weeps and the hoops and the hollers.
And there are the cheeseburgers from Better Off Dead.
Yes.
Which is one of my favorite movies.
For those youngins out there, it's like a classic John Cusack teen movie.
Yes.
It's really awesome.
We are old. Now, Morgan, you're the girl in the set, so I'm going to ask you because Adam's going to think this is creepy, but don't you think it maybe should use some more chest hair? Would that be awesome?
I mean, there's nothing hotter than a guy with chest hair.
I mean, David Lee Roth, I mean, if you got him in the game, it's got to be... I'm sorry, Adam, are we friends? Are we still friends?
We still work in the same building. How about that part?
I like what they've done. Like you said, it's a good Assteroidz game.
Yeah.
I gotta admit,
it
I'm
really
very
is.
impressed.
And obviously, it's cheap, it's free, it's fun. So.
I agree. Now, if you want to play this Diamond Dave epic, just go online. The URL for the game is kind of NSFW. If you don't know what that means, go on the internet. So head on over to g4tv.com/xplay for a link, provided you're 18, of course. But now, let's send it back over to Morgan.
All right, did you miss any of this season's heroes? Well, you can catch up on the greatest moments with a 13-hour marathon of back-to-back episodes starting Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And get ready for all new episodes when Heroes returns to G4, which of course is this Tuesday night at 10. Check out g4tv.com/heroes for all the details. And whether it's public quests, epic PvP action, or just some general looting and mayhem, there is plenty to do in Warhammer Online. Here's some of the places you should stop on your way to the next battle. This is X-Play's Tourist Guide. Everyone meet Wraithblood. Wraithblood is currently writing a travel/food guide for the newly conquered Chaos Lands of Warhammer Online. He's agreed to show us around, so grab your camera and a large sack for any severed heads along the way. We'll start our travels with the town that was bound to happen at some point, Chaos Capital, the Inevitable City. Wraithblood recommends taking in an arena battle, visiting the Luxor, and don't forget to say hi to Donald at the bank. Whoa, Donald, lay off the PCP, man. One of Wraithblood's favorite things about the city are the numerous tortured souls running around screaming. Hey man, everyone all right? Anything I can do to help? Psych! Eat steel, loser! Ah, good times. Wraithblood recommends taking a wyvern out of the city to experience some of the more rustic inhabitants of the Chaos Lands. One of the most common variety of locals you'll find are the Beastmen. These horny bastards look tough, but in truth, they make some of the best damn goat cheese this side of the Empire. Troll country is a great place to meet a troll, strangely enough. Wraithblood suggests taking part in their custom of vomiting in your face during an introduction. Truly unique. Of course, there are pesky humans here too. Not the best neighborhood, though.
Hey homies, having a meeting? Have you tried the goat cheese here? Hey, wait, ouch, ouch! Might want to skip this area unless you have a warband. No trip through the Chaos Lands would be complete without enjoying the cuisine. There is no shortage of meat, as with every turn, there is danger of stepping in roadkill. Sure, it may be rancid, but everyone here already has the plague when in Rome. If you hate people as much as Wraithblood does, then spend an evening with the undead feasting on human sushi. Don't miss the spicy brain roll. If you prefer your people cooked, then any goblin will be happy to make a batch of Homo sapien jambalaya. But beware, it goes down a lot easier than it comes out. Obviously, there's so much more Wraithblood would like to show us, but time is limited. Keep an eye on your local mall for his book tour and a guest judge spot on American Idol this season.
All right, if there's one thing I learned in my 23 years on this planet, it's that the media cannot be trusted. Well, except for me. And maybe news vulture Casey Schreiner. He's got all the latest online news in this week's MMO Report.
Thanks, Adam. This week in the world of MMOs, classic adventure game Zork may be making a comeback in the form of a casual browser-based MMO from Jolt Online Gaming. According to the press release, Legends of Zork will take place long after the events of the original games, when the great underground empire has fallen into ruin. The royal treasury has been sacked, the stock market collapsed, Froboz's Co. has gone through a massive round of layoffs, and the New Zork Times is reporting that trolls, kobolds, and other dangerous creatures are roaming free through the land. Sounds eerily familiar. Even better, this game will run in Safari on your iPhone, so be sure to sign the mailing list at legendsofzork.com so you'll be notified as soon as the game goes live. Oh, and just so you know, I'll be calling in sick to work the day, after whatever that day is. It was recently announced that game publishing giant Capcom is working on an unnamed multi-platform title with MMO developer Monumental Games, and that's about all we know. Both companies are being very tight-lipped about the unknown game, but there was a somewhat cryptic clue on Monumental's website. In the project section of the site, under Top Secret Console Project, it reads, quote, "As you would expect given our core technology, there's a substantial online element, but the gameplay focus is pure adrenaline," unquote. Considering Monumental's other projects include the soccer MMO Football Stars and a massively multiplayer buck hunting adventure called Hunter's World, we can only assume they are moving on to the most adrenaline pump sport there is, bass fishing. For even more happenings in the world of MMOs and a brand new full episode of the MMO Report premiering every Thursday, check out g4tv.com/MMO. But because I have to finish all of John Updike's books before the end of the weekend so I can pretend I liked him before he died, I'll send you back over to Morgan Webb in the X-Play studios.
Thanks, Casey. Now, up next, get ready for a game that is definitely unlike anything you have ever seen. It's Flower for the PlayStation Network, and we will be right back.
Welcome back. Now, I don't know about our viewers. Seriously, I don't know about our viewers. But I do think 2009's lineup is seriously lacking games that make me feel like I'm tripping balls.
It's statements like that make the DEA consider reopening cases, by the way.
Okay, well, for a trippy good time, that's legal. Check out Flower. The upcoming PSN title is beyond unique. I hate the 60s. Smelly hippies, lousy Beatles, that whole Vietnam thing. But one good thing came out of it. Flower power. And only now, in 2009, can we truly understand this phenomena with the upcoming game, Flower. Or can we?
So it's very hard to classify what Flower is. It's from the developers, That Game Company, who also made Flow. So it's along that same vein as interactive experience, interactive arts, but this time we have more of a story behind it. So there's an emotional payoff when you get through the game.
Well, that clears things up.
As a player, you basically control the wind.
I love to ride like the wind. Be free again, of course.
You're like a gust of wind, and you can go at your own pace if you want to take it slow. If you want to go really fast through it, you move the 6-axis controller that lets you speed up and go as fast as you want. So you can speed through, you can soar up high, get a good view, or you can stand out in the grass. You know, you can do anything you want. You're just kind of relaxingly gliding through the game.
Tomorrow on X-Play, we're making you an offer you can't refuse. It's our exclusive hands-on demo of Godfather 2. Be here to see how you can keep up with the Corleones. Plus, blood spurts, limbs fly, and revenge is exacted when we review Samuel Jackson's latest opus, Afro Samurai. Then the biggest game of the year is this weekend, and we have the results today. Madden NFL 09 predicts the winner of the Super Bowl when we take a look at the game before the game. And Mr. Sark returns for more of his hands-on impressions of Killzone 2. It's all leading up to our review of the long-awaited PS3 shooter this Monday. Don't miss it.
That's like a lot of stuff tomorrow.
It is a lot of stuff tomorrow. I totally see why he wanted to play on our 103-inch monitor.
Well, yeah, because it's really pretty, but it doesn't mean he gets to.
Well, we can let him once in a while.
Can't we still be the jerks we used to be? Up next, more X-Play.
Thanks for watching.